Hello, and welcome to Leadership as a Philosophy, Not a Checklist. My name is Eric. This is a series that we're going to do for as long as it's still interesting, doing leadership infographic reviews. So real quick, we're going to skip right ahead so I can show everybody. If you've watched the previous 100 videos on this channel, you know that we started out trying to answer the question, why would you voluntarily follow somebody? Well, what we ended up with is this chart, which is an amalgamation of all the ancient history going back thousands of years until now. So there's 4 different types of people in charge. This is from the Tao Te Ching. So barely noticed, loved and praised, feared and despised. You see echoes of this throughout history coming up until now. There's lots of different examples where there's 4 different types of people, and you can break it down into this. So what this really is an intersection of 2 things. There's the talent, which is the talent is to attune competence and environmental hierarchies in pursuit of a goal. So leaders, people that are natural leaders, take competence, whatever tools, abilities, people they have, make the environment optimal for those people in pursuit of the goal. That talent gives you power over people, obviously. Well, what keeps that power and control? That's character. On the 4 character traits that great leaders have had, and bad leaders, are humility, integrity, empathy, and vigilance for the good ones. And then arrogance, dishonesty, indifference, and negligence for the bad ones. So you can have the talent to manipulate people or to influence people. And bad character, what do you get? You get tyrants. You can list them all. You've also got the ability to influence people. And the positive, so you get great leaders. So you get no talent but good character. Sure, you're a good person, but you're not going to be able to lead and do crazy manipulations and attuning, all this stuff when it needs to happen. And then if you don't have the talent and you've got bad character, then everybody hates you. So this standard is not mine. This is an amalgamation, a distillation of everything that's been going on for thousands of years. So this is what we're going to use to evaluate leadership infographics and all these other situations. So for people, we're going to use this chart. For these infographics, I did this, which people have seen these charts before. People use them for rating all sorts of stuff. So I just changed. The only thing I really did was change the colors because I want green to be the best and red to be the worst. So superiors, all 4 character traits, matches a significant majority of the archetype concept. What I called that before was the Archetypal Leadership Model. Again, not mine. A, 3 or more character traits matches most of the archetypal concepts. B, 2 of 4 character traits, concept contradicts the standard. C, 1 of 4 character traits, buzzwords, imprecise. So B and C can be kind of fuzzy. You can kind of bounce back and forth. And the reason I say that is there's plenty of examples where there might be 2 character traits, but then there's nothing else there. So I'm not sure that's really suitable. Maybe I should come up with something else. And this will adjust this over time. I really encourage you, if you have comments, say, hey, maybe you should think about something like this. I'm a one-man show here, one-person show, whatever you want to say, and I'm doing my best. And there's probably better ways to do it. I'm just not great at it. And then D is you get credit for generating something. And if it makes no sense, then there we go. All right. So any questions? No. First, your title doesn't make you a leader. Here's what does. Now, this is from Justin Wright, and I got this just typing in leadership infographics on Google and downloaded the first however many I found. So obviously not my work. It's by Justin Wright. But we're going to evaluate the work, right? Because we've got an objective standard to bounce it against. So it's not just my opinion. So right off the bat, integrity, hey, we got 1. Empathy, hey, we got 2. Okay. But then you've got actions, attitude, behavior, drive. Well, those are all your example. And why is integrity 7th and empathy 5th? Seems to me that integrity should be first and empathy should be right next to it, and then example. And then that's the chart. Because all these are the same. So yes, integrity is good. Yes, empathy is good. But then that's sort of it. And is your team going to respect you if you have integrity and empathy? Maybe, because that's parts of being a good person. No humility, and then no vigilance. Vigilance is huge for leaders, right? Because vigilance is not just watching the team, it's watching you and how you're showing up for the team and making sure these interactions work and looking in the past, looking in the future. As I've said, watch the videos from before so you can understand that. So, like I talked about, this is the fuzzy one. So we've got 2 of the character traits, but then, so really I give this a C. Your mileage may vary. The reason we're doing this together, or that I showed you the chart, is so you can see the standards and maybe you disagree. But at least it's getting you to think, because a lot of people look at this and go, oh, how pretty. All right, next one. Same guy. I thought it was funny. I downloaded 2 of them and then realized that the guy had done the same one. So again, not my work, Justin Wright's work, but we're critiquing the work. We're doing a reaction. It's like a reaction video to a leadership infographic. Okay, empathy. Number 1. Okay. Assume good intent, pause before reacting, ask before assuming. Okay, so I'm going to ask questions before assuming, but then I should assume good intent. But if I okay, so this is contradicting itself. Ask before assuming. No one is a mind reader. Questions clear up confusion. Assume good intent. Believe people mean well. Trust first. Question later. So this has already got internal conflicts. So what it should be is seek to understand. Because as you're trying to understand what's going on, then you're going to know if they were trying to do the right thing and failed, or if they meant to do the wrong thing. You'll learn that by asking questions. And then while you're doing that, you can figure out what your reaction is going to be. But I'm not sure this is emotional intelligence. This is how to react to a situation. Own your mistakes, so we could read humility and integrity into that, but it's not explicitly called out. But I could see that as being, admitting when you're wrong shows strength. No, it shows integrity and humility. Okay. Say thank you. It's humility. Perfect. But again, it's not explicitly called out. Lift others up. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea. And then keep your promises. Do what you say you're going to do. So that's integrity. So realistically, we only have empathy. And then there's all these right here are kind of self-contradicting. Seek to understand. And then as you find answers, then you adjust your responses based off of the questions or the answers that you got. Obviously don't blast somebody. That's correct. So again, because of this conflict, I can't stand when things contradict themselves in the same picture. But that's me. But again, we're doing the objective standard. So because we only have empathy and we sort of are insinuating integrity and humility, I give it a C, but really I want to give it a D because of that. So we'll give this one a C too. Okay, so did that. That was real quick. Reason to do this real quick is because they're kind of short and they're kind of simple. It's to show what we're going to do in the future. So I've got some more complex ones that we'll be able to go through. And the goal is to do these 1 a week. So 1 week, there's going to be one of these. And then another video will be a reaction or discussion of some leadership situation. So that's all that I have. I thank you for your time and attention. And I really encourage, if you have comments or questions, leave a comment. You can email me if you find an infographic you'd like me to respond to. The email is in the comment or in the information section on the video. Other than that, I hope you have a great day, and thank you so much for your time.